Hello? Hello, hello? Is it working? Sounds like it. Hello, everyone, and hello to Yuji. Welcome to the stream. I hope you enjoy. Today, we are playing this game. Yep. It's been a bit since we last played it, hasn't it? I think it has. Anyway, let's begin. Today, we are going to try to beat Minecraft all in one go. Again, as we do in these... Whoops. Nope, that's my thumbnail one. New year, new run. Let's begin. And it looks good. How are you guys going today? Happy Saturday. Do anything fun? Anything cool? Let me know, I'm always curious. Now then. It's nice to find a tree in the desert. We do seem to be by... Are we by an ocean? Yes, we are. This spawn's actually not that bad. Where'd I put that wood? This spawn could be worse, but this one's actually not too bad. Where did I put the wood? You see, it would be terrible if there were no trees nearby. But there was a tree right at spawn, so it's pretty good. It's a standard spawn. Let's put it like that. We even have some badlands. This is just a river, isn't it? Yep. This was not an ocean. Is there anything close by? There is. Ah! I've been playing Minecraft with my siblings recently. My elder brother has a realm that he's had for like a year. Although he stopped using it for a long time. And he recently brought it back up. So I've been playing along with them for a bit. Of course, I make my signature house. You know? It's a standard, my standard signature house that I always make. And I'm currently working on getting all the dog variants. Currently I have 8. I just need the one from the Grove. Which is a snowy biome. I mean, we're getting there. Nothing really in regard to, material. Oh, never mind. Jeez, how long has it been since I last seen a desert temple? Oh! By a ruined portal. Wow. How rare is it for a ruined portal to not have any crying obsidian? You definitely don't see that every day. Putting the seed down. This is a good seed. Even if it isn't, this is a good desert seed. Let's see how much better it gets. Actually, yeah, could you blow this up, please? Thank you. Nice. Actually, we could use this. Nice. Not bad at all. I think we can agree this is definitely one of the better desert spawns. And you said it sucks, Ryuji. It's true, they usually do. 1 attack damage. Alright, where is that golem? Where did I see it? Didn't I see it down here? Ow. Ow. Excuse me, sirs. Where's your golem? Ah. Yeah, I thought you were gonna go up there. Almost a full golden axe to take you down. These guys have a lot of fishermen. That was a fun noise. Means, how's my day been? It's been fine. Nothing too much of note. This week's been pretty good, though. I was, for once in my life, social. A friend of mine initiated a hangout and asked me to be part of it. So I said, sure. So I actually got out of the house for once. We went axe throwing. It was quite a fun. We even did like a little tournament thing. I unfortunately did not win. The friend who invited somehow kept getting bullseyes. Like, I think at one point they got 3 bullseyes in a row. Although another fun thing, they also had throwing knives there. And out of all of them, I did the best at sticking the throwing knives. I pretty much got every single shot in except for one or two. Every single throw into the wood except for like 1 or 2. Can you fish in this sort of? I know I saw a flint around here. What's that building? All right. Actually, I'm taking this. Okay. Well, Ryuji, if you like throwing knives, I can think of the perfect Toho character you would love. Because she's all about throwing knives. Throwing knives and stopping time. You may already know who that is. Oh, and she's also a maid. Yes, she's a maid who throws throwing knives and can stop time. And guess what? There's more! She can also be a playable character in several Toho games. Where's the frick is that flint? Yeah, but that caught your attention. Are you interested to know who this Toho character is, Ryuji? Well, her name is Sakuya Izayoi. Izayoi Sakuya. The perfect maid of these. I'm just gonna look flint in piece of gravel. The Scarlet Devil Mansion. She came around very early on in the Toho project. And I believe she is playable in numbers 7, 14, and 18. As well as being pretty prominent in the fighting games. But only the ones with only 7.5. The ones before 14.5. And her theme is definitely one of my favorites. She has a very good theme. We're live on YouTube, right? Yes, we are. Oh, I guess you could say she's also playable in Toho 9 as well. Although I guess you could say she also shows up in a lot of games just as a non-playable character, and usually she's just in the background. But she's cool. She's very beloved by the Toho community. People like her. Sorry, Camel, I've gotta clear out your space. Yeah, that's right, get off. This is my food source for the entire run. Oh, also the Ryuji, if you'd like to see a really good animation of like, oh, how can I forget? She's also technically playable in Toho 8 as well. So Toho 7, 8, 9, 14, and 18. Anyways, a really good animation is by, what was his name? Minus T? I think that was the guy. Let me check. Yeah, minus T. Eternal Night. Plus, her name's just really fun to say. Yaaaayyyyy. I mean, her last name was a bit of what inspired Rikaku's last name, which is Rikaku Natsuyoi. Alright, I think we're pretty good to go. I probably have. Wouldn't surprise me. I mean, to be fair, a desert is a good place to find a lava pool. And plus, there is that place over there. And I do have a diamond pickaxe. We could go to the Nether right now. Actually, yeah, this is a good, and I have gold. This is actually a really, really, really good seed. Like, even like for a desert, this is a really good seed. I know I saw flint in a chest somewhere. Where is it? Was it in the... Was it in the... I mean, it might have been. Oh, hiccup. It might have been in there. Ah, so it was. Oh, but where did I... Wait, what? When did I... Huh. Maybe I got that flint and steel from... Alright. Yeah, this is a very good seed. I'm doing this again. I need that tree. I believe Yaaaayyyyy game came out. The Embodiment of Scarlet Devil was 2002. So she's been around for a very long time. She even makes an appearance in Touhou 20. But only in an ending. Oh yeah, Touhou... You do know that Touhou's been around since 1998, right? It's older than me. And you know what? It still has a fan base. Both new and old. Toho is seen in a ton of memes. Even memes that are like I've seen Toho mentioned in memes that aren't even related to Toho. Like, if you may have seen the meme of how to draw an anime girl with who's crying, and it's like you make an Among Us with boots. That's Junko. That's Junko from Toho 15. Well, Bad Apple, that's Toho. The song is Toho 4. No. Yes, Toho 4. Do you mind? I said, do you mind? Yeah, it's Toho 4. Because that's when Eden was there. Because that's Eden's... It's her stage theme. Nothing close by, it seems. Guess I'll just choose a random direction. You do need an emulator to play the first Toho games back in 2008, though. Or not 2000, back in 1998, though. And I've played all the Toho games. Although there was a spin-off one with Seiya. Not Shoot the Bullet. It was a different one. And hey, that's fine. You know what, Ryuji? Most fans of the Toho Project have never played Toho Project. I'll try it, JVZek. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoy, if you're gonna stick around. If anything, Ryuji, I'd say about 70% of the people... How does that make sense? Oh boy, Ryuji. Where's my starting house, JBZek? Nowhere. This is a one run. Well, you see, Ryuji, there's a few places people have come to the Toho Project from. One of which being the being songs. That's actually where I learned about them. I learned about them through music, through the music. But like East New Sound, that was one of the first people I heard it from. Some people found it through people like through animations and comics and fan-made comics. Am I looking for a fortress? Yes, I am. That's another place where some people have heard about the Toho Project. Artwork. People have made artwork. So you know, like, the Toho project is like that under the radar hidden gem that is all over the internet. If you don't know what Toho is, you've probably seen it. That's what I like to tell people. Like Cheetah knows perfect math class, or Bad Apple is a big one. What was I doing again? I don't remember anymore. You know, since I'm here, I might as well get one of those green mushrooms. Actually, I have everything I need to get a Strider. Oh, I remember now. And when I'm saying, like, artwork and, fan-made comics, Ryuji, I'm sure you can guess what I'm getting at. And I'm not just meaning, like, NSFW, but, yeah. That's a very, the Toho project, I have heard, has one of the highest of that, variety. Like, one of the highest amount. Like, almost Pokemon levels amount. And apparently that's where a lot of people discovered Toho from. Which is funny, because Toho isn't even one of those games. Toho's actually quite modest. Compared to a lot of, anime. Well, I mean, obviously I'm aware. Obviously I know. So obviously I've also heard it. I'm more than aware. You know, like, Toho Project is a very modest game. You know, there's no nudity or anything explicit, which is kind of rare for a Japanese game. So, you know, people had to make their own. And through that, more people, as one would call them, gooners, found out about the game, found out about the series. You also have stuff like, Fantasy Kaleidoscope, which was a very, very, very well done, Toho fan animation. That for a long time people thought was like an official Toho anime. Which it's not, but it's very well done. I'm so glad this guy walked over here. You know, people gotta make their own stuff. I'd say another big part of why the Toho project is popular is because the creator is perfectly fine with people making things out of their content. You have a ton of usually the more modest thing is the bigger curiosity percent thing. That is very true, yes. What was I talking about again? Oh yeah, the creator's perfectly fine with people like, you know, making their own games, making their own their own artworks, making their own stuff. He's perfectly fine with all that. So you have actual like circles, music circles in Japan who go out of their way to make songs out of the Toho project music. You have people who go out of their this lava lake is a dud. You have you have people who make remixes, you have people who make games, you have people who make artwork, and he's perfectly fine with all that. And you know what? That just gives the game more publicity. They all give credit, as far as I'm aware, at least all the ones I've seen. Like my series of Days of the Shrine of Nyoe is inspired. It's quite inspired by the Toho project. Why? Because I love the Toho project. Ah, so that's what it is. The Toho project takes up 200 over 200 videos on my channel. Actually, I think we're at 205 Toho project videos on my channel. Like, isn't that amazing? Like, I've played through every single game at this point. I've beaten all the fighting games, so I'm not, like, repeating those ones. I kind of felt like, where it's kind of like, if I can beat, like, it's kind of like, because it's really, like, I started playing the games with my channel. Like, personally, I would say once I can beat an entire Toho game on lunatic difficulty, then that's kind of like, okay, I've beaten the game now. And obviously, like, I've not beaten a game on I've not beaten one of them on lunatic difficulty. That has not happened yet. There are some games where there's some of the games which I'm all like, yeah, I could, like, I'm definitely probably ready for lunatic difficulty, but most of the games I'm not even ready for hard mode. So, you know. Ah! I've still got, even after 3 years or so playing Toho games, I still need to work on, you know, getting there. Yeah, it's definitely not a good nether. Nothing close by. But there is that over there, so hiccup. Which means we kind of I think we're ready for the most exciting part of the whole thing. Sorry about this. Actually, no, I'm not sorry at all. Give me my saddle back. Can you not? I said, can you not? I said, can you not? Back off. You're stuck. Ooh. Lunch. Ow. Haha, you despawned. And it's funny. Because, like, most avid bullet hell gamers say that the whole project is actually really mild. So I've got a long way to go. Before I even can consider reaching lunatic level difficulty on most of the newer games. You're first. And then there's Toho 15. Oh. Well, well, well. Hey, Ryuji, about this nether. You know, if I'm finding things this quickly, then that usually means I'm going to die. And then we're gonna have to restart. That's usually how it goes. Let's try to make sure that doesn't happen this time. Would like to take a look within there. We don't really have much in regards to slabs. No, no, no. Good. 20 more. No. 17 more. So probably bad nether, yes. This nether's going to destroy me. Very quickly. Very soon. We'll see, though. You never know. Right, slabs. And here we go. Great. We just put this here. Jeez. Oh, and I don't have a shield. I just realized that. We are not ready to fight blazes. Oh, I just got spotted. I mean, if I could get past them and see what's inside. Oh, maybe I can. Excuse me. Run, 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 run. There's a wither skeleton in the tunnel. This is bad and this is dangerous. I shouldn't be doing. I shouldn't even be trying to get in there. Ow. So let's begin again. What was I not on hardcore? Oh wait, no, I was. I just went to spectator mode. You know, it's fine because I called it. There we go. Oh. Oh my. It's, not common to spawn beside a pale wood. You know, fun thing about the pale wood, and I learned this while I was playing with my brothers. If you go on to the if you enter the pale wood, listen. Did you catch that? Did you catch that? Here, hang on, I'll exit it again. I'll exit it again, okay? Okay, I'll enter back into it. Listen carefully, okay? Did you catch it? If you didn't, the music stopped. The music stopped. Is it that quiet? Well, I'm telling you. I'm telling you now. Anyway, the music went silent. When you enter a pale oak, the music stops. I know, right? You know, I kind of like what it does on Bedrock. You see, on Bedrock, the pale oak works a little differently. I don't know if it's just like settings I have or something, but basically, the fog, like a dense fog rolls in when you enter the pale oak. You know, like the sky darkens. And this could all just be because of vibrant visuals or something that Bedrock has, but like you'd basically you'd basically only be going like I would let me try something. Let me see if I can mimic it. Yeah, about here. Actually, I think it's even less. This is about as far as you can see, if not... Actually, let me see if I can... Something like this. I'd have to say some of the biomes I like the most are definitely the Pale Oak. Because obviously I like spooky things. I've also found I kind of like the wooded Badlands. What else? I don't know, I like the spookier biomes. And the wooded Badlands is just kind of cool. I use better than I do. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I've read that already. What else is there? Is there anything nearby? Nope. Obviously, I still prefer Java over Bedrock. But after playing it for a bit, I mean, I guess it's not that bad. I guess. Ooh, there's a village close by. I'm gonna guess it's a Savannah village, perhaps? Mayhaps? And after playing Bedrock Bedrock definitely less fun than Java, since a lot of things don't work on Java things don't work on some things don't work on Bedrock. True. But even after playing it like for a couple weeks with the brothers, it's not bad. Like, there are some things about it that I do like better than... I'll admit, there are some things in Bedrock that I do like better than in Java. And there are definitely some things in Java that I like better than in Bedrock. Fair. Yeah, both have their perks. Like, for example, I would love to have the F3 grid and stuff. Right, so it's somewhere around here then. Hang on while I do what I do to find fortresses to find a village. So I'm gonna guess it's exactly at 12. Is it this way? Yep. Yeah, like pros of Bedrock are definitely that you can have like cross play between consoles and stuff, which gives you more ability to like play with friends who might not have a PC. Bedrock is definitely a lot more pretty. Like graphic wise, it does look way better. Here we are. Mine. Go straight into a jungle. And I'm sure there are other things. They had to implement the comment from Java. Oh, yes! That is true. I do like the combat in Bedrock and Java better than Bedrock. Like all I do, like how to fight in Bedrock, just hang on, here we go. Just press as fast as you can. Of course, you can still critical hit. So like the jumping thing still works. It's just you don't really need to use it. I'm taking this bed. And that's something I like about Java better than Bedrock. I do like the combat system. There's also obviously the third-party aspect of mods. You know, like that's a big one there between the two. Hi. Another thing I do quite like, and I mean I've kind of gotten used to it, is the shield. You know, in Java you just need to right click for your shield. I suppose I haven't really found many vein miner mods though. I found vein miner enchantment mods. I do like vein miner though. I feel like a lot of people like vein miner. Why did C1418 make a song called Living Mice? Aren't all mice living? Is this to tell us that some mice are actually not alive but still moving? I feel like Bedrock has a lot more quality of life things with it. Java is more, how do I put it? I don't know, the best word I can think of is like mechanical. Like it's like left brain, right brain stuff, you know, like left brain is more like the technological stuff, and that's what I would consider Java. Where Bedrock is more like the right side with creativity and you know, all that stuff. So I guess I would call it like Bedrock is more pretty, Java is more technical. Does that make sense? I mean, you only need to look at this to see it. Bedrock doesn't have this. I think we might be ready to head underground. I could grab some more trees, though. Well, I mean, I have a ton of wood already, so probably not. I mean, I guess I could just take down some more animals, and then we can head down. Maybe I'll go until the axe breaks. That is very true, but even then, I've been able to find bedrock even, or find treasure even without it before. You just kind of need to be where the X is. That's about it. Oh, hiccup. DX lies? Why did I make a pickaxe when I already have a pickaxe? I mean, it hasn't really lied to me. Oof. Digging straight down in these challenges is perfectly fine because if I lose, I can just start again. You know, I've learned something very interesting. I've learned, like, as one who's played stuff like the Soul series and the Toho project, which are both very difficult games, I found it very like, I have learned that people who lots of people who, well, how do I put it, people are very competitive. Does that make sense? Like, especially people who say that they won't play those sorts of games because they will rage. Which is kind of foreign to me. Because as one who plays those games, I definitely don't rage. I am not somebody who gets angry. If I fail, I am just like, okay, let's try that again. And that's it. There's nothing else to it. That's it. I don't get mad. So it always surprises me when someone's like, yeah, I don't play those games, or I don't play like games much in general because I just get gamer rage. And I'm just like, what's gamer rage? I've never heard of this. I think I hear a water thing over here. Yeah, it's like a big part of games is patience. Especially games that are very tricky. You need to be patient. And hey, losing is fine. You can lose. That's literally how, that's part of gaming. Uh-oh. I don't have an axe. Like, if you play games, you have to kind of accept that you're going to lose. That's just how it works. I personally think Dark Souls teaches that pretty well. You're gonna lose over and over again. And you know what? That's fine. That's okay. Yu-Gi-Oh! Rage. It happens to the best of us. I'm gonna turn on my light. I mean, I guess, yeah, when I see people get mad at games when they're playing them, I guess it's kind of foreign to me. Hi there. Blow up, please. Wrong button. That's the crouch button. That's what you do in a Bedrock, not Java. Oh. That is unfortunate. Yeah, I'd probably be a little yeah, I'd probably be like, about that one. You know what, that's fair. And, you know, I also get those moments, too. So, you know, I get it. You know, I actually remember one time, I believe, yeah, my eldest brother took me to a, what was it, like a Pokemon, like a local Pokemon tournament thing. And I believe we were doing a draft thing. And so people opened the same draft boxes and, you know, tried to make a little thing out of it. Or they could just keep it the way it was. Me, I wanted to be original. So I completely disregarded the element that was mainly used with the draft thing, and I made my own thing. I'd hear that. Anyway, I lost 0 to like 8. So I won the least amount of packs out of everyone else. And you want to know what I did? You know what? I owned it. I was like, yeah, I lost every single one. I got up, pushing my chair back so that it kind of made a noise. Put out my hands by my head like, yeah, here I am. And you know what everyone did? They clapped. Everybody clapped for me. I walked up like I was the number one. I won all of them. Like, yeah, it was me. I lost every single round, and everybody was like, yeah, there he is. Exactly. And you know what? That was definitely one of my favorite times when my favorite few times playing. I had a lot of fun on that one. Even if I didn't win anything, I was like, yep, here I am. Take your pictures, everybody. The biggest losers here. It was a very, very fun time. I'm still not that big of a Pokemon player, though. Online actual competitive battles on ladder, yeah. I do find that some people take card games a little too seriously at times. Well, actually, no. People sometimes just take games too seriously. Only before I never played online. I meant to type only before online. I never played Pokemon TCG only I never played Pokemon only before online. Could you type that out like that, just so I know what you're saying? Only before online, actual competitive battles on ladder. Yeah, I'll usually stay away from like over competitive games. I never played the TCG, but I did play competitive battles like with like 6v6 with actual Pokemon, not just cards. Like in the Pokemon games? Or you mean like that one game, that one online Pokemon tournament game thingy. The one online Pokemon like trainer battle game thing. Because I knew of this one like online program thing where you could place against other people. I did play that a bit. Oh, Showdown, yeah. Oh, that's actually really good. I mean, I played it a bit in the past. But I mean, I think I've mentioned this before that I've never actually beaten a Pokemon game. I've never been able to beat the Elite Four. And though I've only ever played like two Pokemon games, which were Ruby and Black and White. But regardless, either way, I never did beat a Pokemon game before. I mean, I feel like I could probably figure it out now. But I mean, I'm really just never been that interested in Pokemon. Like, it's good, but I've never been... I guess the word's not interested I'm looking for. The word's committed. I've never been committed with Pokemon. Like, I'm fine with it. I'm just not, like, an avid Pokemon fan. It's like Star Wars. Like, I see the hype, and I do quite like it. I've even looked at, lore stuff about, like, certain Sith Lords and certain things with Star Wars. But I'm not like, my entire life in existence is now Star Wars. No, it's just kind of like, yeah, it's cool. Yeah, I do like the space wizards and their and what they do. Oh my gosh. Ah! Yeah, I do like my space wizards and their funny looking laser swords. I mean, I am also playing Jedi Knight Jedi Academy on my channel right now, so you know, I've got that going for me too. We got 1 diamond. Like, I'm not, I mean, that's fine. I'm not gonna diss someone for not liking the Toho project. Like what you want. As long as you're not trying to, like, drag or, like, condemn, as long as you're not condemning people for having their own likes and franchises. And trust me, there are people who do that. We all know the internet. What? You don't like Uma Musume? Guys, get him! If anything, if I heard someone say that, I'd look at them funny. Sure are a lot of enemies around. Oh, hey, look, a diamond. Alright, blow up. What are you firing at? Alright, blow up. How did you not hit me? That was square on me. I do find that sometimes the more, like... I do find that sometimes competitive games can be kind of, like, you'll sometimes find, say, like, a rare chance where, let's take, for example, I mean, there was one time when I played, Dead by Daylight. I used to play that quite a lot. Like, obviously, it's a competitive game. You're gonna find a lot of people who are gonna be all, like... toxic. But there's some times where there are points in it where you find, like, say you're being the killer, you find a group of people, and they're just all having a good time. You know, they're not there to prove anything. They're not there to, you know, be good. They're just there to have fun. And I've had a few times like that. For one time, I was playing the Trapper. Actually, I've had a couple times where I was playing the Trapper. I remember one time I was just like setting up my traps, and you know, this one player came up to me and was like, "Hey, follow me," you know, did the follow me gesture, and I was like, "Okay." And they took me into one of the houses and then pointed at the bed. Anyways, I stared at them, and just playing along, I shook my head in a very like kind of like this, and then I started running away, and they started chasing after me. You know, it was one of those funny times. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it was. And then there was another time where, you know, I was playing and I definitely wasn't doing very good. Like I wasn't getting anyone. So I just kind of started placing traps by an entrance and just kind of left it at that. You know, I was like, yeah, I'm not getting this game. I'm just gonna do my own thing. You all can just do your thing. So I, you know, just started placing traps by an entrance, you know, in like a circle, in a circular path or whatever. And then they all got their gens done. And they looked for me and they found me. Anyways, I just kind of stared at them, just kind of kept doing my thing, like, yeah, this is your game. I didn't do very good. And you know what they did? They first of all they took me to the gate, which I opened for them because I was like, yeah, just go, it's fine. And you know what one of them did? They stayed, and everyone was pointing at their friend, and I was looking at them like, no, don't make me do it. And they were nodding, they were pointing at their friend, and their friend was also nodding while like going straight up at me. And I was like, no, don't make me do it. Oh, hi Shallow, welcome to the stream. I hope you enjoy. It's like don't make me do it. And then they're like, you like do it. And I was like, no. So I knocked down their friend and I took them to the hook, and they were all still nodding. Like, yes, do it. And you know, and the timer was going down, you know, like it was all like they're like, if they didn't leave sooner, if they weren't soon to leave, they would the arena would take them. And you know what they did? They let the arena take them. they all went down. And basically they threw the game for themselves. And I was like, no! You guys were supposed to win! You weren't supposed to let me win! You know, it was one of those moments where I was just like, you know, it's just like, you know what? Sometimes even the most competitive games can have, sometimes even the most competitive toxic games can have their moments where it's just, you know, it just feels like you're playing a regular game. And there's even one time where I was like, four of the same survivors. You may be noticing a pattern. You may be noticing a pattern here where I'm usually the killer and these things happen. Like it was it was the guy from Stranger Things. But anyways, they were all just screaming around the arena. That was it. They were all screaming around the arena. It was in the Wild West area, and one place had a piano. And you know what? They were screaming around the arena. It got my attention. And they all went onto a table and you know, just started like moving around like they were dancing on it, and then I joined them. After that, I just kind of let them, you know, get all the generators and go, because it was like, yeah, okay, that was a good one. Yeah, you know, it's those moments. And I mean, I have played against some people who stream the game before. And I remember one time, like, I basically was able to wipe out the team where there was only one person left. Like, there was only one person left, and you know, and I was going to go pick them up, and I heard the trap door open up. And for those who don't know, the trap door is basically like a way for the last person to survive, the last person left to survive and get out. And I knocked them down the moment I heard it open up. And so I stopped, looked at it, looked back at them, and then looked back at it. And I picked them up, put them by the trapdoor, and let them go. And I decided, you know what? Let's take a look at this person. Like, let's see what was going on during that time. So I watched their point of view of that moment, and they were like, "Oh no, this game, dang it, this game could have gone so well." And then of course, like, I saw, like, it was me like looking at that. It's like, "Oh, and the trapdoor's right there, no!" So I picked them up, put them down, like, oh, this killer's so nice! Anyways, I just said to them, hey, that was a good game. Good luck out there. Oh, hi, Yarny. Welcome to the stream. I hope you enjoy. You know, I could technically try to find a lava pool now. The bat died. Oh, hey, a diamond. Oh, crap. Would I play Dead by Daylight on stream? No. I've kind of gone to the conclusion of there are people who don't want to be recording stuff online, so I should respect those people by just not streaming or recording online games. Unless everybody in the vicinity is all like, yeah, okay, it's fine by me. If one person isn't, then I don't. Let's see here now. Okay, good, because there's a thing down here, so I don't know if it'll be enough. Moth sense spawn the creeper. I mean, when you hear them, it's kind of a dead giveaway. You know, technically I don't need to make it like this, but whatever. That's 1, 2, 3, which means now we need it to be about here. Alright, good. Whoops. You know, while I'm at this, maybe actually I'll, if there are extras, I could just use the lava bucket. You know, speaking of online games and stuff and just fun times, I remember one time what was it? I probably mentioned this before, but there was this one game I have played a lot called, Squad or whatever. It's this military game where you and, like, I don't know how many people are, like 50 on each side. And honestly, it's those shooter games that just have the wildest interactions. You know, people aren't trying to get anything, people are just there to have fun. And it leads to some of the wildest things I hear in gaming. And I think I've mentioned this before. But it's like, well, how do I put this? I guess guys are a lot more gay with each other in those games. Which is fine by me. Like, I find it funny, and I even join in on it with them. Because it's funny. Why do I have this place? I mean, I guess I have potatoes. And what's even more funny is there seems to be this It's never acting You know what? You're absolutely right. Anyway, what was I saying again? Oh yeah. So like, and it's even more funny because like obviously these games are mostly dominated by like the male player base, but whenever a woman comes in, every guy I've noticed this across these games, but like every guy's like, guys, there's a woman, take cover! Everybody run! Guys, I'm scared of women, what do I do? It's like that stuff. You know, it's just I guess you could say it's just guys being comrades as guys. And it can get very funny. I do like that sometimes when it comes to games like that. No, I don't want to get rid of my crafting table. Yeah, exactly. It's being a guy is being gay with each other. You see your friend go down and be like, don't worry, dude. Don't worry, bro. I got you. Bro, thank you. Wait, bro. Where's your hand going? It's okay, bro. It's okay, bro. This is how I heal you. Bro. It's just funny. Yeah, I know for one thing, I'm great at... And the thing is, he's kind of need to not worry about where the line crosses. What am I good at? Oh, I'm good at gay chicken. So anyways, what was I saying again? Yeah, this is part of gaming with guys. That's really just what it is. Wait, do I have everything I need? Yes. Let's go. Oh. Good spawn. Good, what's the word? Good, appearance. You shouldn't be afraid to be gay with your homies. Kuudefoe 2026. When chat's wild, when another guy gives me a heal, I like to say, you are... Exactly! Exactly! That's exactly how it is! Like, hear a guy say, like, dude, I want to get hurt again just so I can feel you, just so you can feel me again. It's like, don't worry, bro, I'll be there for you when it happens. You know, those sorts of interactions, they just make me smile. Because, like, if there's ever going to be two sides to the spectrum of, gamers who just don't care and gamers who, or like people who just don't care and people who are just like, you know, people who are like, if there's like a spectrum between like people who are toxic and people who are just goofballs, it's gamers. It's always gamers. Where the heck is the top side of this? I know I saw one. Is there a top side to this place, or is this it? Wow, lots of talking for me today. Must be good day. Here we are. I need this. Alright, here we go. Time for the most fun part of the stream. Online play is the only time gay poetry and speeches are done in a serious tone. Exactly, and honestly, I would have it no other way. Exactly, and there's nothing better. Here we go. I'm sure there'll be more for me to say. Where the heck did those Endermen go? Right now, I can't think of anything right now. Here we go. And then you both get shot. You know, maybe it's just like those sorts of things where I don't really understand gamer rage. It's like, I'm not here to rage, I'm here to be gay with my bros. And you know what, that's what matters most. The masculine urge to die side by side with your comrades. It's a real thing. Haha, just kidding. Unless... Okay, guys, we all have to share a bed if we want to beat this dragon. So everyone get in the bed. Get in. 14 more to go. Come on, get in. It's not weird. It's only weird because you're making it weird. Come on. Yes, I suppose it could be the Ryuji. I suppose it could be a slang. Sitting up. 2 sets of rings with a stat increase. You want to wear them together? Okay, bro. What's the name you give them, bro? I named it Wedding Ring, bro. Bro. You know, it's those sorts. That's when you know you have a true. That's when you know you have a true bro, a true friend, right there. You have a true boyfriend, a friend that's a boy. There you go. We're doing pretty good on the pearls. Where'd you go? So, you know, after this stream, I've still got that video to work on. Days at the Shrine of Nue, episode 4 of season 4. Man, we're doing so well. I think we'll actually beat this run. I think this run is ours to get. I don't think we're going to lose. In fact, I would have to say we're going to win. Jean has nothing on us. The next Nether Fortress we go through, we'll get through it without even taking any damage. In fact, I think we'll make it through perfectly fine. Anyway, let's keep going. Where is this guy? Look at me. That's called comedic timing, and comedic timing is hilarious. It couldn't get any worse than this. Gets worse. Oh, also, if you have any questions for me, feel free to ask. It gives me more things to say, which is always good when sometimes I will forget things to say. Anyway. Ah, good. I have a hole here. That makes things easier. Your turn. Sure, Mr. Evil Spoil Man doesn't spoil my day. Mr. Evil Spoil Man. Evil Mr. Spoil Man off in the corner. I'm gonna spoil his day. And then the day was spoiled. Which is good, because car parts are expensive. Seven more. I feel like sometimes people focus on bad things too much. I wonder if that's like an evolutionary trait. Where we, I kind of think that's how it goes. I think we as people always focusing more on what goes wrong than what goes right is an evolutionary trait. Because once we see what goes wrong, we know what not to do. Therefore, it translates to, oh, you see all these good things this person did, and then they did this one bad thing. Now we know to stay away from them. Four more to go. And I mean, I can see where the survival thing can come from that. I can see how that could be like a survival trait. Though I do still think people focus too much on what goes wrong than what could go right. Or what went right. Or what's been going right, and then suddenly something goes wrong. It's like what my dad said, there's always, you know, it's always good until that one person wrecks it. And suddenly it's just bad. Like, for example, did you know that back in our parents' days, depending on how old... Yeah, back in our parents' days, as, like, youth... what was it called? Hitchhiking was actually pretty safe. Hitchhiking was actually quite a normal thing. And then somebody ruined it. Two more. Stop moving. Ow. Oh, here comes that note. Everyone get ready. Oh dear. Thank you, Yarny, for the to textualize that for those who may not be able to hear it. Aye aye, we'll be here, the Uji. Where did those Endermen go? Oh, there they are. Right, that's one more to go. And you know what? That's all anyone can ask for, Yarny. Alright, we did it. Let's find out where this thing is. Is it this way? Yes. Here you go. I'd say I learned a lot of my humor from my dad. Being sassy, cheeky, and kind of snarky has always been a thing for us. It's like, if we like you, we're gonna make fun of you. You know you're in our good regards when we call out every little mistake you make. I was lost on the characters, but the sheer amount of people have what happened kept me out. Oh yeah, and I have another one of those too, which was 3 years ago, ish. I wonder if we're there yet. It took me a while to make that one. Like, I spent an entire afternoon, an entire evening, and then another entire afternoon, and then an entire morning just to get that all done. Probably here. It's always fun though when I finish it. Why is that showing up when it's there? Unless it's on a diagonal spot. Okay, but So it's likely this way, if I had to take a guess. Alright, where is it? Do I take more damage if I do this? Oh, wait, okay. You know what, maybe I shouldn't worry about... No, I'm not even gonna... no. I don't even want to attempt that. What's my... It just breaks its legs anyway. Hang on. Alright. Out here, I guess? Is it this way? No. This way? Nope. This way? Nope. Backwards? Nope. It must be diagonal somewhere. This way? Nope. Is it this way? Nope. Is it this way? Yes. Isn't that the way it came from, though? Well, alright, I guess. Sounds like there's a dog here. The dog has emerged. Hi, what's up? The note's coming back. Let's see here. I gotta love it when the fortress and stuff is in a diagonal direction and not, you know, in a straight line. Just make sure I'm still going the right way. Four chunks. This way. You scare ambient noises while mining. I'd love it if those ambient noises could... I would love an update where they just added more of them. Hmm? Like, I personally love the cave noises. There, The sooner I go down, the better. Nope. Alright, here we go. Wow, we didn't even need a We didn't even need a Strider at this one. Please hold. Oh, come on. Bro! No, that's too... Back up, please! I need to make cover. I know I didn't, but I will. Don't spawn on top of me. Thank you for only being one, though. Next up, I don't want them to fly away. Hi there. Don't want to be shot from the sides. Make this here, just in case. And then... Really? Not there. Sure. Five more. Let's say 10 more. What? The heck? Where'd that one spawn in? Four more. New shield. Oh, there you are. What battle pots? Why are you out here? Just four more and we can get out of here. Brewing potions. Ah, I see. Oh, that's not the right button. only that noise. I use the blazes to prevent the blazes. Nothing yet. Oh, 3 more. Two more. Now it's like it's underground. Or now it's like it's in a wall. You wouldn't even notice the difference unless you broke 1 block. Or something. That's all of them. Let's get out of here. So where are we right now? Yeah, about something like which way? Is it this way? Or which? This way? Let's head towards 0, 0. That's usually where it is. Slabs at the ready, please. Oh. Nothing. Okay. You know, I'd say my favorite thing is going over lava. You get to see what you fall into if you stop holding the crouch button. Luckily, we're also... You know what? Hang on. There, that's the seed. So at this point in time, what we're going to want to find is a village. Wow, it's only been 2 hours and 17 minutes. Nice. We're making pretty good time. I guess standard amount of time. That's still pretty good. You may be hearing a screaming little kid. Ah, there's the portal. Usually, the controller player, so switching to keyboard and mouse makes you get spring lock control while I'm scared or injured. Understandable. And we're back into the surface. That's the hardest part of this done. Good, I have 2 torches. I mean, I guess I'll just head up like this. Your water. Imagine trying to beat Minecraft with like just like without taking any damage. That would be difficult. I don't even think I'm up for a challenge like that. Ah, it's night. Please hold while I sleep in the ocean. Right, so we did find a village somewhere. Permit place blocks and HOA permit to chop down trees. I don't think I want to play that. Right, now... Wet Hands started playing and it began to rain. Is it a storm? Nope. Alright, so. We don't need these anymore. We're definitely never gonna need these or these. Nope. Nope. So first thing we need. A shovel. A 0.5th thing we're gonna need. Wood. Nope, I'm still alive, Yaaaayyyyy. I know, it's very disappointing. Right, next thing we're gonna need. 2 flint. Got it. Next thing we're gonna need. A furnace. One, two, three. Next up, we place this down. You are no longer a farmer. Good, he sells them. No, don't do that, Yarny. Next up, a stone cutter. Go be your true calling. Good, he became what I wanted him to. Next up, 3 doors. I personally would say this is much faster than just doing sticks. Like, why just use sticks? Most villages are beside rivers. At least from what I've noticed. At least what my pattern recognition has shown me. Aye aye. Take care, Yarny. Thank you for being here. Here we go. And the rest goes to you. Actually, I might need those strings. Next up, a bow. And we're good to go. Where are we heading? This way. Usually it's around the 1,000 block spot, right? I think that's usually where it is. So we'll throw it again once we've reached 1,000 blocks this way. Here we go. To the end. Yes, hello, creeper. We will fight Jean once again. Where do you guys usually build your Minecraft bases? Ooh. Let's find a different direction. Like here. I like to build mine at 0, 0. That's about it. That's all I had to say there. Here we go, this way. And then after this stream, I need to finish up that one video, which is nearly done. So it shouldn't take me too long. After that, I might play some games, or I might start drawing. I might draw another picture. Another character. We'll see. Am I going the right way? Yes. Ooh, a village. This is an interesting biome area. Just a couple hundred more. Night is upon us. Alright, let's find out now. Still going this way. Alright, how about now? Nope, still going. Alright. Far away. But how much further could it be? A lot? Where'd it go? I don't know where it went. Where'd my pearl go? Oh. Maybe I threw it when I was right on top of it. This is a spot? Yes, it is. I doubt I'm gonna go straight into it, but let's find out. We're at that point. Might as well do it like this. Dog's playing outside my door. Here we are. We're in. Let's get looking. Nah, that's just a library. But there might be more pathways. There aren't. Nope. Nothing secret over here. Must be in a lush. Yeah, I am. Nothing this way. I guess there's nothing over here either. Nope. Did I check over here? Yes. Yes, I did. So which means this entire area is, well, I mean, there's still this door. Nope. What about this way? Nope. Nothing this way. Or over here? Nope. Nothing over here. Over here? No. What about down here? Okay. Got it. So both these ways taking the same spot. Is there anything down in these areas? Or is this entire area just not? Yeah, this entire area is just not. Alright. Good to know. Any hidden areas? Hi there. This way? Nope. Nothing. Tropical fishes flopping. Bunny. Nope. Where is this portal? Hi there. Guessing none of these doors lead anywhere? Nope. Okay. Either there's this way. This way? Nope. The entire way is a dud. Haha, you're trapped. Nothing down here. That's all the paths? Or nope, there's still... Or is that the way I came from? Yep, nothing over here. Moving on. Paris yet. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Maybe one day. So nothing down here. Anything down over here? So I guess nothing this way. This way. There are kids screaming downstairs. So which means nothing down this way. Nothing here. Yeah, this way is a dud. When do I reach the, Okay, here we go. Oh, wait. There we go. So that way's not good either. How about this way? There you are. We're in. A one-eye portal. Standard. There we go. Now let's throw away that which we don't need. We meet again, Jean. Don't need, don't need, don't need. Don't need. Good. Definitely don't need. All right. Everyone ready? Let's bring on the usual music. What was it called again? This one. Alright, here we go. Three. Here we go. 1. 2. 2. Nope, too low. There we go. 3. 4. 5. 6. 6. 'No idea. Seven. Music too loud. Eight. Did I hit it? Nope. Nine. Or was that 8? I don't remember. Ow. Here we go. That's gonna be loud. You're not gonna hit me there. I don't even think I took a hit there. No, I did. No, I definitely took a hit. I remember that one part where I took a hit. Okay, anyway. Well, we all know what to do from here. Well, we did it. Might as well just do it like this. There we go. Death.fall accident 1. That's a strange death message. Well, I hope you've all enjoyed. That takes care of that that's the first of our 1 runs for this year. So I hope you all enjoyed. If you like this sort of thing and you want to see more, we'll see what the plus have to say. You might play more eventually. If you want to see more of me, I do videos on Wednesdays, Thursdays, Friday. I stream every Wednesday, Saturday. And yeah, take care, everyone, and have a great day. Here I go. May we meet again, somewhere new. First 1 run done. I wonder how many more we're going to be doing this year. Alright, see ya.